I'm serious. The Invisible Man is like up there for me in Universal Monsters. I'm just gonna real quick jot off a ranking here. Bride of Frankenstein, 1. Frankenstein, 2. Dracula, no. Right now, Wolfman, Invisible Man, Dracula, Son of Frankenstein, which is actually really, really good. Original 20s Phantom of the Opera, Creature? I don't love Creature like other people love Creature. The monster himself is really good. I think the movie's fine. I think mostly because it's a 50s film. You know, I don't think it locks into the same sort of mystery and moodiness you get from Dracula, the kind of low-key lighting. But The Invisible Man is amazing. It's from the same director as Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. This is James Whale. I think what was most fascinating about James Whale is that he was an openly gay man throughout his entire career. He was someone who never hid that under a bushel. You can talk about Dorothy Arzner or George Cukor or Charles Lawton, but I think there's something to be said about, you know, the degree at which James Whale made his sexuality known to the point where, you know, he was dubbed the Queen of Hollywood. And I think it was equally baked into his art, the way that, you know, Dr. Frankenstein making the monster is a representation of acting upon his hidden desires, things that were taboo from the world, which I think is expanded more or explored more so in Bride of Frankenstein, where they create the Dr. Pretorius character, which is kind of an exemplar representation of camp. And, you know, you have Dr. Frankenstein, who's at the beginning of the movie like, I'm done with that, you know, stuff. What I did was wrong. And Dr. Pretorius is like, is it though? We could, if we teamed up, who knows what could happen? In the same way that I think some people look at Top Gun.
And Ice comes up to Maverick and he says, man, you can ride my tail! Yes!
Not to mention the blind man in the cabin scene, which is, I think, one of my favorite scenes in all of movies, which is just this tender scene of acceptance and understanding, feeding into ideas of potential domesticity between two males. But I think Invisible Man is a really interesting take because it shows sort of the manic side of all of this, where it's like, we're gonna run rampant. Like, I'm gonna just go crazy. Like, I can't be cooped up any longer. And while all of these are through prisms of monstrousness and otherness, you know, that isn't entirely compatible with modern LGBTQ plus sentiments, normalization. I think that primal rage feeling of The Invisible Man it stands evergreen. And, you know, it's a perfect period piece, because even, you know, it's a period piece in the sense of like, there's English bobbies, but there's also, this was what the thinking was back then.